Hi friends, welcome to my channel. This is the third project that I am doing with Bargain Bead Box subscription for the month of February 2025. So we have these beautiful agate beads, but they are not uniform, or they are like a lot more damaged for me. I don't know about everybody, but see, this is chipped, this is chipped. So many beads are have different stuff, so I didn't want to completely rely on this strand of beads, so I wanted to mix the other beads that we have in the box. This is the focal, which is really pretty. You don't have to do anything. You can just add this pendant to a necklace and you should be good to go. But I wanted to do a knotted one, as I always do. And this is a Chinese knotting cord, 0.8 millimeter Chinese knotting cord. That's what we need. A lighter and scissors, and all these beads except for the seed beads comes from the Bargain Bead Box, this month's box. So all these beads except for the seed beads is from the box, the Bargain Bead Box subscription for the month of February 2025. So we got this barrel beads, we got this crystal, heart-shaped crystal, and then this spacer bead, the flower spacer bead. And as I said, mine was an imperfect strand. Not all the beads were perfect, and there was a lot of, I mean, couple of beads will be always there, but this time it's a little too much. So that's why my design is more concentrated on everything. I mean, I really like the raw beads, actually 8 millimeter. If somebody gives me a gemstone strand of 8 millimeter faceted, I would love to do that separately and knot it, and I really like the beautiful effect it brings. But as I said, that's why I chose this. And then this pendant has this filigree part, so I wanted to include the metal element in the strand as well. That's why I use this flower beads. Flower is in very popular right now. It's in trend this 2025, so you will see all floral stuff everywhere. So we already did 2 sets, so this set I wanted it to be, very nice. And then I used this navy blue color cord. I didn't use a bright color cord because I want the attraction to be in the gemstone rather than to be in my cord. If I use a bright blue, let me show that. Which is this, then the attraction will be here in this color because we are going to knot with it. So that's why I chose this color. But this is 0.8 millimeter Chinese knotting cord. You can buy it in BB Craft or Amazon, anywhere you want. And I'm going to place knots, but not that much, because this is this beaded section is long enough. See, let me see how long it is. It is 16 inches, 13 inches long on each side, so 26 inches. So it is perfectly a long necklace. So you don't need knots if you don't want to. So inside this, let me go over the pattern that I followed. Then first I did this section, the 8 millimeter, the seed bead, the barrel bead. Okay, this is the section I did first. Okay, and then I did this section, these 3 beads, just the crystal, the flower, the crystal. Okay, and then this one right here, followed by, so I wanted it to be, like that. See that? That's kind of one section, I would say. So this is not the center. I included one with the seed bead on either side, one crystal right in between, because I wanted that gemstone to be nearer to get that the maximum. So that's the pattern I followed through the entire section. In the middle, this is what it is. So I have, and let me just do a simple knot because I don't want this to be out. So in the middle, so you have already the bale. So in order to accommodate the bale, I added 2 seed beads. That's all. These are 8 Mayuki seed beads. This is the one I used. Let me see, galvanized silver. So this is the one I used here. So I just strung everything the same on both sides, and now I'm ready to knot. So for example, let me just measure this. Like I need about say 7 inches or so. I want 7 inches or so cord. So let me just move all the beads down. Okay, 7 inches of cord is enough. 6 to 7 inches is enough. I think 6 inches is good, more than enough. Okay, I will just mark that 6 inch with the knot. You can take this knot later, but this is the 6 inch knot. I will take this out as well. So the thing is, as I said, I'm gonna knot, and this is gonna be a simple necklace. I don't want to knot after every other bead. That's not my intention, because I have seed beads as a spacers. Otherwise, knots will serve as a spacer. If you want to do a color contrast, a contrast card, do not use a seed bead. Use the knot as your contrast, right? I just add these section. So here we go. So move these beads down. I want this to be like this. Then make a knot. Wrap it around your fingers, take the end, put it through the finger, and then bring it out. I'm doing a hand knotting technique. And then you have the loop, the knot right there. Just tighten that up. Hold it between your index and your thumb finger, and then pull. I have gone over this knotting technique in so many videos of mine. You guys must be well aware of that. So again, one section, take it, put these through, and make a knot. Okay, then this section, I don't want to not see this. So this one, and let me see. After the seed bead, I'm gonna have a knot. It all depends on how many knots you want to place. So I like it, so I'm putting it, and it is a fun thing to do for me. Actually, knotting is really therapeutic for me. I really like it a lot. So I'm making knots as I wish. So you can also choose to knot completely, or you can place like 4 knots in the necklace. That's more than enough. The intention of knotting is, one, it will give some space and flexibility to the necklace more, and it adds stability to the necklace as well. So it's a heavy one, because these are all gemstones and crystals, and we have a heavy pendant out here. This is nice and heavy, so you need knots. I will do couple more knots like this and come back and show you guys what I got. Hi friends, welcome back. So I have a tip for you guys. I finished knotting this, and I did cut up quite some, the same amount I started with. I did cut the cord out the same length. So that's that. So whenever you string beads for knotting, just make sure you have the pattern like really nailed it down, kind of check once again, and then started knotting, because the moment I started knotting and I was all the way here and realized I messed up the pattern here a little bit, just a small one of the 8mm and 2 of these, 1 seed bead and 1 crystal, but I didn't want it to be there. I mean, grand scheme of theme, it wouldn't matter that much. It will look really nice, because there's a lot of repetition for this pattern, and it's like a lot of beads, different shapes and sizes, so it will kind of disappear, but I will know. So I had to take out all the knots and then restring it properly, and then I knotted it. So I'm advising you guys to not do the hard way, but to check, before you start knotting, and then go ahead with it. So here is an 8-inch piece of cord that we want for our sliding knot. And as you guys all know, the sliding knot is a macrame square knot, right? You crisscross the end of this cord and then start knotting on top of these two cords, considering these to be the main cord, and then this to be the base cord and this to be the knotting cord. So it's basic macrame square knots that we are going to do. You can do as low as 3 to 4 knots for the necklace, I would say, but you can do more as well. It's totally up to you. It will also give you some length. If you want, you can have a large portion of the cord. So you can tape this two cord crisscrossed on to their surface, or you can use macrame board, or you can use Naughty Do It All. I do have Naughty Do It All, so I'm going to use that. So I take these necklace, crisscross the cords. Okay, make sure they are parallel to each other, and then secure it in the specs. So this Naughty Do It All, I bought it from jtv.com, and here we go. So this is our knotting cord, the 8-inch cord. You keep it underneath the base cord. Okay, take the left. Maybe this is a little bit distracting, but let's say, oh, okay, let's concentrate here. Take the leftmost cord. I start with the Q. See this? I keep it in a loop. It looks like a Q. I start with the Q. You can start with the P or Q. It consists of Q's and P's. One Q and one P consist of one square knot. Take the right cord, go on top of the left, underneath and through this loop from the bottom. And then when you see how I'm holding the base cord with my middle finger in the bottom, so that way you get this. And then now take the rightmost cord. See this loop? It's in a P format. Take the left, go on top and underneath and through this loop. Now pull both the cords together. See, there is, first we created a bump on the right, now we created a bump on the left. So whenever you just leave this project, go do some urgent work and come back and see, oh, which one should I do, either a Q or a P. You don't have to worry. Wherever the bump is, that's where you make your loop. Okay, I have to make a Q now. So take this on top, underneath and through this. This is an amazing knot, very easy to make, and it provides you the gift of not having any other metal clasps at the end of your project, and then have a closure. So many people have allergies to nickel, lead free. Yes, we buy the best of the materials, but we never know if the person who is selling it is true to their words or not. There might be something that creates allergy. See, allergy is always a tricky thing. It's just, I mean, I have so many allergies, so I know for sure. In other things, in food, in pollen, in grass, so many allergies. So it's not like something triggers something, right? So it's always good to be careful. Safe than sorry, I would say. So I'm really very cautious. So the thing is, with metals also it can happen. So if at all you have a chance to skip the metal clasp part, you can. And this is adjustable. So if you make a bracelet with this knot, you don't have to know the wrist size of the person whom you are making it. You can always do this knot and keep it adjustable so that anybody can wear it. So Since I have this much cord, I'm just making the knots as much as the cord allows me to. Now I shall take this off. First of all, let this be here, the end of the cords. We need something to pull the cord. So you can add crystals. These hard crystals is also fine. Or the 8mm bead, that is also fine. So whichever you want to do, you can do. I am melting this so that I have a needle to work with. So I'm just going to add the crystals. Two of the crystals, and then tie an overhand knot. When you do tie an overhand knot, instead of going through the loop once, I like to go through the loop twice. That will create a little bit of a bulkier knot. That's about it. You don't have to do it, but I like a bulkier knot in the back. As you guys can see, that's what it is. So again, the other side, let's add our 2 crystals. So if you don't add a bead here, if you slide the knot like really like this, then it might go away. The cord will come out of the knot. So that's why we need a stopper kind of. These beads act as a stopper. That's an overhand knot. So you go through the loop twice, and then pull it all the way to the end. Okay, so now that is done. Now let's come to this part. Tighten that up once again. Take your scissors, snip off, leaving a short tail. Now take your lighter, just be careful, melt that and press it against the side. You don't want to press it against here in the middle, because you want the loop to, the cords to move inside nicely. It did burn my fingers, trust me. So I would suggest you guys press it. Let me tell you guys another way to do it. We have to cut this also, the end. Okay, and you can just press it on top of your lighter. That way you don't burn your hands or fingers. See that? So we are done. See that? It opens up and closes. This necklace is long enough. You don't really need an siding knot per se. You can actually knot it together as well, but I thought, why not have an option, right? If you want to wear really long over a sweater or something, you can still wear them. There we go. Our necklace is ready. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos a couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. If you'd like to support my channel, there is a heart symbol and thanks written right next to it in the description box below. Click on it and you can donate for a tea for me. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day.